It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Niners, and it's coming up next.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those drop.
Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go. Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third and 1, Love to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Love now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Third and 2. Love with it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Watch out now. Big smack. Red. Ready?
On second down, Love once more. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Love going to give this one to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Check right. Set.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Fight, white. Draw, 10. Beetle blue.
Second down, Love, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now Carlson for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, 44 yards. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So
and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 71 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A second down throw for Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one caught by Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Purdy to throw it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will close the gap down to 14. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Divsional on the return. The Packers take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Slide 2. Trail 3.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter, a 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
The extra point try now for Moody. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A heck Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Love back to it here after the pick six. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go with Jones. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Purdy. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel from 21 yards away. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now Moody for the PAT. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter has not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action here, Purdy.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to...
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Love. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they will take a knee here. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
Encroachment, defense.
So that'll move him up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
Encroachment, defense.
So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. One-sided, really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.